On this week's episode of GTD Weekly, The World Ends With You hits iOS, XCOM gets a new trailer, Hearthfire DLC domesticates Skyrim, The Binding of Isaac to be remade, Steam Greenlight launches, Torchlight 2 finally gets a release date, Bastion hits iPad, and more. Square Enix's The World Ends With You was a surprise cult hit when it originally landed on the DS in 2010. The unique action RPG has now received a second lease on life with an iOS release. The new version tweaks the original's gameplay to better suit single-screened touchscreen gameplay, but comes in at the typical sky-high Square Enix prices of $18 and $20 for iPhone and iPad respectively. Despite being pricey, the word has been highly positive on the App Store versions.
War is upon us.
The XCOM PR cycle continues with another trailer showcasing what the game will have to offer upon release. XCOM's turn-based strategic action is a known quantity at this point, but it is still looking great, and we now just have to patiently await its October 9th release on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC.
But still they fall.
Introducing Hearthfire, the latest in Skyrim add-on content. With Hearthfire, you can finally place a permanent mark on the world of Skyrim by designing, building, and maintaining your own home.
Bethesda Softworks was clear that the plan for Skyrim DLC was to focus more on huge expansion pack type releases, but the second piece of DLC bucks that plan. Unlike the first DLC, Dawnguard, Hearthfire is almost completely mechanics based, allowing players to purchase plots of land, build their own customized houses and structures, and even adopt children. Hearthfire hits XBLA on September 4th for $5 and will likely hit PC a month or two later.
To furnish each room with a large variety of craftable objects.
The Binding of Isaac has been a huge hit for Super Meat Boy developer Edmund McMillen. What started as a bare-bones take on the roguelike genre has become much more, and it is now slated to be completely remade. McMillen says to expect the new version to be about a year out, but will feature new graphics, music, characters, enemies, bosses, items, and more. The new version will be handled by a third-party publisher and is set to hit the PC and consoles. Valve announced its community-powered game approval system, Steam Greenlight, in July, and the service is now live. Steam Greenlight allows developers to upload their own creations for community judgment in the effort to get enough support to greenlight software to be sold on Steam. The current implementation seems a little unwieldy, with hundreds of games in the directory making perusal a daunting task. The service seems like an interesting way to get more great indie games on the service, but Valve has some tweaking to do for the moment before it really makes sense. Torchlight 2 is still coming. Runic Games originally planned to release the sequel to its first well-received dungeon crawler before Diablo 3, but that didn't pan out. After what seems like ages of silence, Runic has finally announced the release date for Torchlight 2. The game is now slated to hit PC on September 20th for $20. Pre-orders are now available on various digital distribution services, and a new trailer commemorates the milestone.
Proper stores.
Supergiant Games' Bastion started life on the Xbox 360 as one of the best games of 2011. The action RPG has since hit a number of other platforms including PC, Mac, Linux, Chrome, and now it is available for the iPad. The iPad version was developed by Supergiant Games themselves, and it shows. Graphics have been updated, Game Center is supported, All DLC is included, and the controls have been completely reworked to make the touchscreen version enjoyable. And best of all, it's only $5. And now, random coolness from the week. Actually, scratch that. This came in at the last second, but it must be seen. Check out the first incredible footage of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
待たせだな。
And that's GTD Weekly for this week. Make sure to check the description area for links to our Twitter, the full stories, and our partners. If you like the show, please subscribe, like the episode, and spread the word. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back again next Saturday.